So, can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, we'll start the class now. So, this match was played between Emanuel Lasker and John Herman Burr. Now, today's topic is Learn from the Masters. So, this was played in Amsterdam in 1889. So, Emanuel Lasker was a German player. He was a former world champion and he was world champion for more than 25 years. And he is still considered as the one of the greatest players of all the time. 20 he was world champion for more than 25 years. Okay. Probably he was born on 1872. Yeah, he was born on 1872 and he died in 1941 in United States. Born in Germany actually. So he was a mathematician, he was a philosopher, he was a world champion at that point of time. So he was multifaceted personality, a strongest player. Let's see his game. So the game started with f4. This opening is, anyone know which opening is this?
Sir, I don't know.
This is called Bird's opening, invented by Henry Bird. So f4, black played d5. So Lasker played e3. His opponent played knight f6. So here we have a different pawn structure. This is a different pawn structure. When you play e4, e5, this kind of pawn structure will not be there. The idea of playing such a theory is for this reason only. You play different pawn structure, different piece structure. So here white played b3. The idea is to place the bishop here as this line is closed for the dark color bishop. Now black played e6. Now as he played e6, his intention in the future moves will be pawn to b6 and bishop to b7. Lasker continued the development. He played bishop b2. Now black played bishop to e7. Now it's white to play. Here Lasker wants to develop the bishop. But to which place? Here, here, here. Which place? Now why we have to see Masters game is that you will understand how they think, how they play, what are the moves they consider, how they analyze the situation. This is the reason why we have to watch the Masters game. Now here any master will not like to play bishop b5 check because if black plays c6 he needs to move it again. Here there are two considerations. One is bishop d3, another one is bishop e2. But bishop d3 is more powerful because both bishops have long diagonals. Both bishops will have long diagonals, that's why bishop d3 is better. This is the reason of playing bishop d3. Black played b6 to open the bishop. White continued the development. Black also continued the development. Now it was white to play. And white played knight to c3. The idea of playing knight c3 is not to just develop the knight, but Lasker wanted to have the knight on the other part of the board because this game black is going to castle. Mostly he will going to castle to the king side. So instead of having the piece on the left part of the board, I mean this part of the board, so Lasker wants the knight to be here. So black played knight d7, white castle, and black castle. It's just normal move, nothing much to explain. Now it is white to move, and we came to the middle game. In the middle game, planning is what matters. How you plan, how you calculate. This game is very famous for that. First, what we will do is, for you guys, calculating is bit difficult. Uh, Today I will show you the game. In some other class, I will ask you and I will show you how to calculate. So in this game, white played knight to e2. The idea is to transfer the knight to right part of the board. Black played c5. Now you can see black is mainly focusing on the center. So white didn't took much in the center. White didn't took much space in the center. So black is focusing on the center. So here white played knight g3. Now Lasker achieved what he intended to do in the game. Now black played queen c7. Rook to rook connection is given and the development is over. So it was Lasker's turn, and what Lasker played was he played knight to e5. This is called outpost. Outpost means the if you keep a piece in the middle of the board, it is called outpost. Normally, the knight outpost, it's very famous because as knight moves in L shape, knight on the outpost is very deadly. Now knight takes knight. Two types of captures available: f takes e5 and bishop takes e5. F takes e5, the bishop line is closed. The bishop line will be closed. So Lasker played bishop takes e5. Now there is an attack to the queen. Black played queen c6. This move is played not only to move the queen away from here. Here black side indirectly threatening on this place. So white played queen to e2, and black wants to avoid this irritation. White coming here attacking the queen. So he played pawn to e6. Now this is the perfect time to attack the black side. He got whatever he wanted to have on the board: a perfect knight, beautiful bishops, and half open rook line, and queen also can come quickly to the left part of the board. So using all this, white played knight to h5. This move was not only intended to exchange the knight, there is more to it. There is more than exchange here. I will show the game directly. Probably in the coming class, I will show you how to calculate in these variations. So knight h5, black played knight takes h5, and here white played bishop takes h7, bishop sacrifice. That was a shocking move. This is very much essential now. Black needs to take it, and white played queen takes h5 check. So there is only one move now, that is king g8, and white played another sacrificial move. He played bishop takes g7. Now again, there is no other choice than taking it, because if black doesn't take this, he will get checkmated. So black took this. Now white played queen g4 check,
Threatening mate.
threatening mate. Here black cannot go to this place because of one move checkmate. The only available move is king to h7. Now Lasker played rook f3. The idea is to shift the attack to the right part of the board, and here we are checkmating the black king.
Sir, there is mate in 2 right now.
Yeah, mate in 2. Now, how to avoid the checkmate? There is only one way. The black queen should come to this part of the board. So what black played was
Pawn to E5. Pawn to
pawn to
E5.
e5. White played rook h3 check. There is no other option. Black needs to play this. And white took the queen, black took the rook. There are four black pieces on the board, but there are two there are only two white pieces. Here we are getting another. It's a double attack. Oh, where is that? Here we are getting another. White is attacking both bishops. Now it was black to play. Black thought for much time and decided to give up the light colored bishop. He played bishop to f6. Now white took the bishop, queen takes the bishop, and here this nasty pin was there. So black played king g7 and white played rook f1 because there is a pin here. So he played rook f1. White played rook f1, black played rook a b8, attacking the queen. Now this pawn is irrelevant now. So what white did was he played queen to d7, attacking the pawn on d5 and threatening to come back. Black played rook f d8, defending the pawn. So the only choice left is queen g4 check, for which black played king f8. This side is very dangerous because if he goes there, rook f3, rook h3, again the same thing. So black played king f8, white now played f takes e5. Again you have to be careful because if black plays bishop takes e5, then white will play queen f7, threatening to capture this and threatening to checkmate the opponent. So that will be dangerous. What That's why what black played now was he played bishop g7 and white played e6. There was a pin here. White is trying to use that pin. Black played rook b7 and white played queen g6. The idea is to take the pawn and checkmate the opponent. So his opponent played f6. Now another shocking move. Rook takes f6. Black took this. White played queen takes. Now it's not only check, there is another attack here. So black played king e8. White gave a check. This is the only place. Queen g7 check. Now king takes the pawn. Now finally white got the rook and now it's winning for the white side. Black tried a bit here. He played rook d6 defending the pawn on b6. White captured it. So black tried more moves here. E takes d4, c takes d4, h4 trying to queen the pawn. d3 white straight away took the pawn and black resigned the game because if you take the queen also the white side will take and it's complete winning for the white side. So this match was played in Amsterdam 1889. Have you understood the match?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is Lasker strong?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about first match.